Assalamu alaikum students. In last lecture we discussed the concept of intelligent agent. In today's lecture we will discuss different types of agents. As discussed in class, agent is anything like human being, machine and agent senses or percepts from the environment, means it takes the input from the environment to the sensors. Then agent performs some task based on the input it received from the environment. Now types of agents. There are 4 basic types of agents. First, simple reflex agents. Second, model based reflex agents. Third, goal based agent. And finally, utility based agents. First, we are going to discuss the simple reflex agent. Simple reflex agent selects action based on agent's current perception. This type of agent performs action based on reflex property. Reflex means immediately, spontaneously, without doing any calculation or checking the past knowledge. So the simplest kind of agent is simple reflex agent. These agents select action on the basis of the current perception, ignoring the rest of the percept history. Means while making decision about the task to be performed, it doesn't look at the history. It means जो current input आ रही है उसको देखकर ही ये मॉडल डिसाइड करता है कि what action to be performed. Simple reflex agent works in full observable environment. Full observable environment means that the agent fully knows about the environment. Fully observable means the agent knows all type of sensors or other equipment installed in the agent. Example of the simple reflex agent is the vacuum cleaner agent. It makes decision on the basis of the current location and whether the location contains the dirt or not. This is the diagram for the reflex agent, simple reflex agent. The simple reflex agent takes the input from the environment. It percepts from the environment to different sensors and then makes decision on the basis of the current input. It means after taking the input from the environment to the sensor, this type of agent decide what action it should take using some simple rules. This is the function which shows how a simple reflex agent can be built. The function is reflex vacuum cleaner agent that takes 2 parameters, location and status, and returns an action that is to be taken. If status is equals to dirty, then return suck. It means if status is equals to dirty, then action that will be performed is equals to suck that dust. And if location is equals to A, then return right. Else if location is equals to B, then return. In the example, the cleaner is working on 2 locations, A and B. Suppose that currently the cleaner is working on location A. Now it will check if the status is equals to dirty, then return suck. Now the cleaner will look if there is dust at place A, it will clean this dust. And then next statement, else if location is equals to A, it will return to the right. If currently cleaner is at location A, it will move to the location B after cleaning this dust if there is some dust. In the example, the cleaner is working on two locations A and B. In the example, the cleaner agent is working on two locations A and B. If there is dust on that location, then the cleaner will clean that dust. In this statement, else if location is equals to A, then return right. Next is model based reflex agents. So model based reflex agents work in partially observable environment. Model based reflex agent keep track of the world, and it keeps the history, how the world changes, how the world evolves. So it keeps tracks of the how the world evolves to take the action. Model based reflex agent uses model of the world to perform an action or to choose an action to be performed. To use the model of the world, the model based reflex agents makes the knowledge base of previous history and then use this history to make the decisions. To deal with the part of environment it doesn't know, internal state is used. So internal state is used to deal with the part of the environment the agent doesn't know. Internal state depend on the percept history. For the braking problem in automated cars, the internal state is not too extensive. Means the percept history needed percept history is not too long. Just the previous frame from the camera, allowing the agent to detect when two red lights at the edge of the vehicle go on or off simultaneously. But for tasks such as changing lanes and other complicated tasks, the agent needs long percept history. So first type of information that is needed to update the internal state is to keep to encode the information in the program is that how the world is changing. The second is, so when the internal state is updated, two types of information is updated. First, how the world evolves, and second, what are the results of the agent's specific action. What are the results of agent's action? This is the function for the model based reflex agent. It takes the input current percept and returns an action. Depending on the state, rules are used to decide what action is to be taken place. The next type of agents we are going to discuss are the goal-based agents. Goal-based agents choose their action depending on their goals. Goal is any desirable situation. So goal is specified for the agent. Goal-based agent use the knowledge supporting the decision of their goal. So the goal based agent choose their action depending on their goal. For example, if a car is standing at junction, the car may go to the right, or it may go to the left, or it may go straight. But if the goal of the passenger sitting in the car is go to the area which is situated at right, the automated car will go to the right. So the goal based agent take the action according to their goals. So the goals can be simple goals or the complicated goals. Sometimes goal-based action selection is straightforward. For example, when goal satisfaction results immediately from a single action. Simple goals can be obtained from the single action, where the complicated goals are obtained using sequence of actions. percept or current input from the sensor and a set of goals it is trying to achieve using this, and it chooses an action that will lead to achievement of the goal. And what is the best way to achieve a goal is decided through using some performance measures. So an agent's utility function is essentially an internalization of the performance measures. Now we will summarize today's lecture. Agent is anything that perceives its environment through the sensors and acts upon the environment through the effectors. Simple reflex agent take the input from the environment through different sensors and decide the action to be taken place on the current input. They don't use any sort of historical information to decide about the action. The next type of agent we discussed was model based reflex agent. Model based reflex agent use the current information or current percept received from the sensors and the history information to decide about the action. Utility based agent achieves the goal in best possible way. Goal based agents perform their action or choose their action in order to achieve the goals. And goal is description of desirable situation. Now students, if you have any questions regarding the agents or different types of agents, you can send me your questions. I'll try to answer them. Thank you. Students, next topic we are going to discuss is reasoning and knowledge representation. Knowledge representation is storing or presenting knowledge to machines so that it may solve the complex problems. As the main aim of artificial intelligence is to make the machines intelligent, and to make the machine intelligent, major factor is knowledge. Knowledge is the facts and figures that is gathered through the experience, and intelligence is ability to use that knowledge at right time to make the better decisions. And reasoning here is processing of knowledge. Reasoning here is processing of knowledge. Reasoning here is processing of knowledge. Knowledge representation is storing knowledge so that the agent or machine may solve the complex problem. So here reasoning means processing the knowledge, and knowledge representation means storing or presenting the knowledge. Storing or presenting the knowledge. Now if we talk that what is reasoning and knowledge representation? We can say that so the knowledge representation and reasoning is and reasoning is to present knowledge, to present information to machine, to computer, so that it may solve the complex problems by interpreting the knowledge, by interpreting this knowledge. For example, if a medical diagnosis system is to be developed using the knowledge representation, it will be developed using the human knowledge, like if the patient has high body temperature, and headache, then machine will decide, then computer will decide, using this knowledge computer will decide that it is fever. So knowledge is used here to make a medical diagnosis system, to diagnose what is the problem to the patient using some human knowledge. And reasoning is basically the processing of knowledge. It means the machines are presented with the knowledge and machine process this knowledge and make the decisions. Thus the complex systems are developed using the knowledge. So now what is knowledge representation? Knowledge representation and reasoning is part of artificial intelligence, which is concerned with the artificial intelligent agent's thinking and how thinking contributes to intelligent behavior of the agent. Secondly, it is responsible for presenting information about the real world so that computer can understand and utilize this knowledge to solve the complex real world problems such as diagnosis, a medical condition, or communicating with humans in natural languages. It is also a way which describes how we can present knowledge in artificial intelligence. Knowledge representation is not just storing data into some database, but it also enables an intelligent machine to learn from the knowledge and experience so that it can behave intelligently like humans. So the knowledge representation is presenting knowledge to the computer so that it may perform the complex tasks, and this knowledge may be presenting in form of database. And there are different methods to present the knowledge. There are different methods to represent knowledge. First one is logic. First method is logic. Logic may be propositional logic, in propositional logic, the knowledge is represented using the true or false. Knowledge is represented using true false method. True false method. And the second type of the logic is the predicate logic. Predicate logic. With the predicate logic, the knowledge is represented using different type of predicates. The second method to make the knowledge base or to represent the knowledge is the rules. With the rules method, the knowledge is represented using if then else method. Means the knowledge is represented using simple if else rules. The third type to make the knowledge base or to present the knowledge is the semantic net. Semantic net. With the semantic net method, a meaningful network of objects and their relations is made. Objects and their relationships is made. The fourth method to make the knowledge base or to present the knowledge is the frames. Frames consists of slots and fillers. Slots are the objects and fillers are the attributes. Fifth method to represent the knowledge is the scripts. Scripts is the advanced method used to make the knowledge representation. We will discuss some of these methods in detail in next lectures. Now, what to represent as knowledge? Following kind of knowledge can be represented as knowledge? First is a object. All the facts about the object in a real world domain can be presented in the knowledge, can be presented as knowledge. For example, guitar contains the strings. Trumpets are brass instruments. The patient has the high body temperature. The second type of thing that can be presented as knowledge is events. Events are the actions which occur in our world. Third, performance. It describes behavior which involves knowledge about how to do things. Performance is how to do the things. Then is the metadata. Metadata can be presented as knowledge. It is knowledge about what we know. Then facts can be presented as knowledge. Facts are the truths about the real world, what we present. Knowledge base can be there. The central component of knowledge base agent is the knowledge base. The knowledge base is a group of sentences. It is group of sentences as the patient has the high body temperature. The guitar contains the strings. Next is the knowledge. Knowledge is the awareness or familiarity gained by experience or facts, data and situations. Now we will discuss different types of knowledge in artificial intelligence. Students, we will continue this topic in the next lecture. If you have any questions regarding this topic of knowledge representation and reasoning, please send me your questions. I'll try to answer the questions. Thank you very much.